Okay, I think we're ready to begin. Before we begin, I will just put my sunglasses because I can't see anything. So, first of all, thank you very much for joining this webinar. I can see that we have over 90 people in this webinar, which is much more than I thought will show up. I didn't know that Cyprus is such a fascinating topic. I'm really glad that you're here. Now, uh, if you can see, I'm not in the office or in a studio. I am in the boat. If we are going to have a fun Cyprus style type of a webinar, the boat is the right place. So this is why we have the boat. Just try to bring some excitement into this webinar. Before we dive in, take a second and let me know in the chat where you are joining from today. And if you're open to sharing what got you interested in Cyprus, it also will be very interesting. Throughout the session, feel free to use the chat or the Q&A box on the top to ask your questions. If you don't get an answer during this live webinar, don't worry, we'll follow up with a personal reply by email after the webinar. We had people joining those webinars from all over the world, across the European Union, UK, Israel, South Africa, and even South Korea. So people from really all over the world. Everyone's here from because of different reasons, but the majority of the people will come because they want to keep more of what they earn. They want to build long-term wealth, and they want to live better, not just work harder. For the people who don't know me, my name is Leo Isaac, and I am an entrepreneur. I have corporations in the USA, in Canada, and also in Cyprus. And just a few years ago, actually, I was in your seat. I wanted more freedom, more control, keep more of what I earn, and it led me to a journey. I wanted a better quality of life. So I spent around 3 years exploring all the zero uh, tax havens, if you know what I'm talking about. And what I found is that every time that something was missing, every time that I fell in love with a place and I saw the videos and I checked the articles, and then when I went there and I started to live with the people, I saw that something was missing. It's or the weather was unbearable in some months, or in other places there were safety concerns. So I can make tons of money, but I can't do anything with it. In some cases, there was no infrastructure, no proper internet, which I can't do my work properly. Sometimes there was no community, and sometimes no life. But the bottom line, I couldn't find a zero tax environment that led me to believe that this is going to be my home. And that was a big problem for me because it broke all my dreams. Okay. Eventually, I realized that zero tax sounds good until you try to live there. So I shifted my focus and I wanted a place that, first of all, I will put the quality of life first, and second will be wealth, how to build proper wealth. That's when I found Cyprus. It changed my life. But getting here was not that easy. I did it all alone, no surprise, no roadmap, no guidance. I made all the mistakes that you can think about. I burned lots of time, wasted tens of thousands of dollars in the journey. One of the biggest problems was that every professional that I spoke to, lawyers, accountants, immigration specialists, real estate investors, and so on, gave me a completely different version of what moving to Cyprus should look like. None of them aligned. One would tell me, structure things in one way, and when I talk to another professional, he would say that what I've been uh, uh, suggested, it's not going to work. So it all, there was no plan. There was nothing that I can say this is how it's gonna work. And the funny thing is, when I went to those professionals and I asked them to work together, they usually had some conditions and it never really worked. There was no one plan, one way for me to move to Cyprus. So I, you know, left with a completely disconnected puzzle with no really future. So that's exactly why I created the Cyprus Advantage. Today, we help business owners, investors, and retirees transition to Cyprus the right way. We bring together all the key players, legal, financial, immigration, and real estate, and create a complete personalized strategy so nothing falls through the cracks. I will also say that we are fully legit and compliant company. If you're looking for shady offshore schemes, we are probably not a good fit for you. What we do here is fully legit, on the books, as it should. Anyway, as I think we should. One more thing, all the professionals that I mentioned, lawyers, accountants, immigration specialists, and so on, we do not get any commissions from them because they're supposed to be a fiduciary, which means they work on your behalf. And the moment that they will give me a commission for my services, they are not a fiduciary anymore. They work for me, not for you. So just so you understand, there is no commission whatsoever involved with any of the people that I talk to. And this is how it should be, okay? And that's the way we function in the business. The two ways that we earn money in this business: one, if you want to hire us, and that's in some cases, we also have lots of free services. So that's one. Another option is in case that you will buy a property using one of the developers that we are going to work with, they will give us a small referral fee, and that's the money that we're making. So it's super transparent business, no games in any way. We can help you handle all the legal, accounting, financial structuring, immigration, and real estate all in one place. And that's the idea of the Cyprus Advantage. Some people move to Cyprus full time. Some will move just for a few months of the year just to enjoy the financial benefits. It's really up to you. Everyone is different. Now, let me ask you a serious question. If you could legally save tens of thousands in taxes every year, what would you do with it? Would you invest it? Put in the chat, what would you do with it? Buy a property, buy a passive income, or go to the stock market, set your family up for generational wealth. What would you do? Because it's not just about how much tax you pay this year. It's about what that money could do over time. If you're losing $100,000 or euros a year in taxes and you reinvest that with just 8% return, in 10 years it goes to around 1.2 million, right? And that's money that is not yours. It's money that you contributed to taxes in any case. And here's the part that most people don't know. In Cyprus, dividends and interest income are not taxed for non-domiciled residents. That means you don't just save on income, you also grow your investment tax-free, so your capital works harder and you get ahead faster. So you have less risk and you move much faster in life. Which this is, by the way, one of the things that made me think about Cyprus. But just let me be clear. This is not just about money, because what's the point of saving money if you can't enjoy it, right? If you're making money in a stressful environment, cold environment, sad environment, what's the point of having money? Which that's, by the way, what happened to me in zero tax countries. There was lots of money with no life. No, not for me, anyway. Now, that's where Cyprus makes all the difference. You're living in a modern Western economy, which is part of the EU, with excellent healthcare, low crime rate, super, super friendly people that actually wants to help you, which that's another point that I can talk about. It's almost all the time sunny. I think by the books it's over 300 of sunny days, but I can tell you that it's always sunny, except of some rainy days, but that's rare. You can take a walk outside safely in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening. You have walkways across the beach. You can spend time with your family. You can run your business remotely. And finally, feel like you're living, which that's a big point. Not just grinding. Me, for example, you see this boat, this is my office most of the time. I will have here a small desk and I will just work from here. Beautiful. That's how I imagined life could be when I was stuck in Toronto in my basement, super cold most of the year. So life can be also much nicer if you can think about it. So when we say Cyprus gives you financial freedom, we're also saying it gives you your life back. And I'm not even exaggerating. Now, don't get me wrong. I work super, super hard. I work 7 days a week, almost all day long. But when I take my breaks, I want to relax and enjoy. Let's put it into perspective. Let's say you own a company that earns 300,000 euros in annual profits. Okay, 300,000 in annual profits. You decide to take the money out and bring it home, as you should. Now let's build two scenarios. One will be Cyprus, the other one will be Germany. And by the way, I have nothing against Germany. I have lots of friends in Germany, but their taxation system is a bit harsh. So this is why we're taking lots of German people and we move them to Cyprus. Okay? Now, in Cyprus, your company pays 12.5% corporate tax. That's coming to 37,500 in taxes. So you left with, from the 300, you left with 262,500. Now, under the Cyprus law, because you're non-domiciled, you're not going to pay any income tax. So you're taking the money from your company tax-free. Okay, so bottom line, from 300,000, you left with 262,500. So this is scenario number one. In Berlin, let's say, Germany, corporate tax will be 30%. So your company pays 90,000 taxes and you left with 210. But once you withdraw it personally, you pay around 45% personal tax, which could be, by the way, even higher, but that goes all the way to 94,000 euros. So now you're ending up from 300,000, you end with 116, right? So in Cyprus, you end up with 262, with Germany, 116. The difference is 146,000 euros. 146,000 euros, that's the difference on 300,000, which is not a big amount. Some of our clients are making millions. You understand? Tons of money. Okay. So what if you reinvest the difference? So we are going to reinvest just what you're not paying. You're not going to save money out of your family. You're saving what is not yours anyway. So you save 140,000 euros, let's say this year, just by choosing Cyprus. But let's take it further. What happens if you reinvest that amount and do it every year for 35 years? Because lots of our customers will be 30 years old. Let's say they're going to retire at 65. Then let's see what will happen with this money. So If you're going to reinvest for 35 years, in average of 7%, which is S&P average rate for the last 30 years, you're going to end up with 20 million euros. So 20 million euros just because you paid less taxes, not because you reinvested more money and you gave more money or you did something and so on, okay? Single euro or dollar was not invested in addition. Now, this wealth was created only by keeping more of what you already earned rather than ending it away in taxes. It's not about working harder, it's really about structuring smarter. And this is, by the way, how rich people are making money. They are restructuring their life in a better way because they have access to good resources to do it. Now, let me ask you something. Imagine someone like Daniel, a business owner from the UK. He was running a successful e-commerce business from London. And on paper, everything looked great. But when we met Daniel, he was exhausted. He told me, I'm paying over 90,000 a year in taxes. And for what? The city doesn't feel like England anymore. It's loud, aggressive, and honestly, I'm not feeling safe. I barely see the sun and it feels like I'm working just to stay afloat. Now, Daniel wasn't just taxed financially, he was taxed emotionally. He was just drained because the Western world that he was living in, based on what he was saying, just took everything out of him. We helped him relocate his legal structure and residency to Cyprus. And now obviously he keeps more, and what he earns is actually investing in real estate. So he's buying properties and we're helping him with it as well. So all the dividends that he's generating from his investments are tax-free. But the part that he values the most, it's like me. He said, I wake up in the morning and I go to the beach and I can walk with my kids sometimes, if it's the weekends, and I feel human again. His business still runs globally. Most of his clients still from the UK. Nothing changed there. It's just the income was pushed back to Cyprus. Let's look at what Cyprus gives us and why it's a bit different, and why so many smart investors and business owners are choosing Cyprus. It comes down to, I think, three different pillars. One is smart tax structure. The other one is a better lifestyle. And the third one is high quality investment opportunities. So let's talk first about the tax benefits. With the right structure in place, and this is why we're here to help you, you can benefit from zero tax on foreign dividends, no tax on interest income, and also no capital gains, which it's fantastic. And that will be on most foreign investment and income. And the corporate tax is nothing. It's 12.5%, which is one of the lowest that I was able to find. Now you're operating inside the EU, which is a regulated system, but with incredible flexibility and efficiency, especially for global earners. Second, the lifestyle. Cyprus has over 300 days of sunshine each year. It's super safe, peaceful, and affordable. Healthcare is modern and accessible with top-tier private hospitals. Most people speak English, so you don't really need to learn another language. The food is fantastic. It's a Mediterranean food. If you go to any doctor, they will tell you, stop what you're doing and do Mediterranean diet. So in Cyprus, we are always on a diet, right? So it's Mediterranean diet. And life moves at a pace that lets you breathe again. There is some freedom. As I told you, I work here. This is my office. Insane, crazy. The third thing is investment. On the investment side, this is one of the areas where especially we're proud of. We've built direct relationship with some of the top developers in Cyprus. And our job is to connect you directly with those developers, giving you access to exclusive properties, preferred pricing, and deals that aren't available to the general public. It will be available to the general public just later on. So we are able to be in the friends and family first, and we get the goodies in the beginning. You'll deal directly with the source and save time, money, and stress in the process. So whether you're planning to move full time, split your time between one place or another, or simply just want to optimize your structure while enjoying a better quality of life, Cyprus offers a well-rounded path with clarity, stability, and opportunity. Now let's talk about something everyone is asking. How do I actually live in Cyprus legally? And what the residency opportunities are? The good news is Cyprus wants you. So Cyprus offers multiple paths to residency, and compared to most countries, the process is straightforward, organized, and welcoming. Yes, like anywhere else, there are some basics that you will need to be required to provide medical, a criminal record, and a few compliance documents. But overall, the country genuinely wants you here, especially if you're contributing values as an investor, business owner, or a professional. Let me walk you through the main opportunities we were able to find for you. There are many, but there are some that works better than others. So the first one will be standard residency. This is for retirees, remote professionals, or individuals living off saving or income from abroad. You'll need to show that you can support yourself financially and will help you guide you through the process. So this is option number one. Second option will be for business-based residency. This is great option if you want to open or relocate your existing company to Cyprus. You set up a Cyprus-based business and your residency is built around your business. So it's good for entrepreneurs, business owners, consultants, digital operators, and of course will help you on the way. The third option will be the fast track residency, which this is the most common one. This one is the most attractive right now and the most efficient. If you purchase a property worth 300,000 euros or more, either as your residence or as an investment property, you may qualify for accelerated residency processing. We've helped many clients go this route, and because we work directly with the top developers in Cyprus, we can connect you with the right property. So it's not only buying something, it's also buying something that makes sense for you. It's not that easy, by the way. Now, if you're relocating with your spouse or kids, we'll help you bring them as well. Cyprus is a super welcoming country. We'll help you with the school, healthcare, with bottom line, everything that you need. The idea is to provide you a very easy and smooth type of lending here. So wherever you're, moving alone or with family or through your business or investment, Cyprus has a very flexible legal path that are very achievable with the right support, and we're here to guide you in every step of the way. Now, let's talk about one of the biggest decisions you'll make. Where in Cyprus should you live or invest, right? You have lots of areas. And what kind of properties are actually available? There are, in general, from what I see, there are four main areas that most of our clients are focusing on. One is Nicosia, Larnaca, Limassol, and Paphos. Okay, four areas. Let me start with where I personally chose to live, and this is Paphos. Paphos has a much more calm, family-oriented feel. It's incredibly peaceful and at the same time very international. You meet people from all over the world who chose to live here for both lifestyle and business. It's a place where people are interested in life, but not only life. There is also lots of work. You'll find outdoor cafes, beautiful walkways around the beach and inside the city, quiet beaches, uh, and a pace that gives you space to breathe. And that's what I was missing in my previous life. Just breathe, just relax a bit, just chill. And there was no space for me for that. Here you have lots of that, which is beautiful. In the beginning, by the way, it was very difficult for me to adjust and just stop and enjoy what's going on. But later on, you get it. Now, at the same time, there are people that doing here real business. I'm one of them. I run multiple businesses, right? So you can still run business just without the chaos that you will have in the major cities in North America or in Europe, in Asia. I bought a property in Paphos. This is where I am, and it's right on the beach. It's part of a resort-styled compound that includes a mix of villas and low-rise buildings, creating a fantastic, peaceful, upscale atmosphere. My unit is a massive terrace. It's about almost 60 meters terrace with 2 bedroom, beautiful place. It offers 24/7 security. We have in the area we have a pool, we have a gym, we have spa, sauna, everything you can think of as a very nice place to live, which feels like vacation, but you're actually living in your vacation year round. Now let's look at the other cities. Limassol is a Cyprus commercial capital. You'll find lots of finance, shipping, tech startups, international business groups. It's the most fast-paced city in Cyprus, based on what I saw, with the upscale restaurants, international schools, and a strong expat network. Now, properties here tend to be more higher in price, and it's a very active year round. I can tell you that Cyprus is a small place. So, me being in Paphos, it will be about an hour drive to Limassol. So if I want to go to an high-end restaurant or some business meeting that is very special, I will just drive there, which is very, very simple. Next will be Larnaca. It offers a bit more balanced life. It's growing very fast, like all Cyprus. The real estate is going crazy in the past few years. It has excellent access to the airport, and it's becoming one of the hottest place for both residential and commercial real estate. Many families like Larnaca because of its affordability and more local feel, but it's starting to attract also now international attention. So I assume it's going to be balanced very soon. Nicosia is where the capital is. Okay, it's inland, it's not on the beach. More government, more finance-based businesses. It's more professional, and it's fantastic for professional opportunities. This is where you'll find the embassies, the banks, the legal centers. Now, it's less touristic, less for tourists, more financial. Great for people that are doing serious business. That will be the main place. All the big accountants and lawyers usually will be there. Now, let's talk about the property range in Cyprus. Properties will start from around 150 euros for a modest apartment or small home. Great for basic relocation or entry level. And from there, it can go all the way to multi-million euros for luxury residence, seafront, penthouses, gated villas. private elevators, you name it. The variety is huge. And if you're only planning to live in Cyprus part time, say, let's say 2 or 3 months in a year, we can help you with rental management services. That means that you can rent your place when you are not living there. So some people will come for 2 months a year, and then we will take the apartment for 10 months and we will rent it. Just so you know, Cyprus will have about 1 million residents and 4 million tourists. Okay, it's a 4-to-1 ratio. So there are lots and lots of opportunities to rent your place if you want to. So whether you are looking for an affordable foothold, a smart investment, or a luxury home with the concierge services, there is a Cyprus property that matches your goals. And we'll help you find it, obviously. That's what we do. Let's talk briefly about what it's like to actually start and run a business in Cyprus. In my experience, Cyprus is one of the most pro-business countries that I've ever dealt with. There are some things with banks and government that will slow you down, absolutely, like any other company. But the government officials are not only responsive, they're genuinely supportive. They understand that foreign entrepreneurs bring value and they want you there, which is a big thing. They're not putting up barriers, they are opening doors, they are, them and their associates, they are trying to bring businesses. There are organizations whose sole mission is to promote entrepreneurship, and they actually help connect newcomers with the right people, whether those in the legal advisory, investors, or fellow business owners. So they are trying to help you connect with people so you can conduct more business. Now, we will be happy to connect you with the right ones based on your needs. You're not left to figure everything out on your own, which that's what happened to me. We offer a real ecosystem of support, and when it comes to hiring local talents, Cyprus gives you a very nice access to well-educated multilingual workspace, which I think it's very important. Now, before we dive into the packages, there's something truly special I want to share with you. We call it the Cyprus Advantage Experience. It's not a webinar or a consultation. It's your chance to feel Cyprus for yourself. Because no matter how many videos you watch, nothing replaces what happens when you actually set foot here. Taste the food, breathe the air, meet the professionals that I was talking about, and see how life really can look like. You can envision it in your based on what you see and what you feel and what you smell. If you're coming from closer regions like Europe, Middle East, or close areas, we usually recommend 2 to 3 days to be on the island. If you're arriving from a longer distance location, such as North America, Asia, or elsewhere, then 3 to 4 days will give you enough time to settle in, recover from the flight, and experience Cyprus properly. Here's how it works. We are going to pick you up from the airport and drop you at the airport whenever we're done. You'll stay in a beautiful villa or a fantastic location with a pool and the nice amenities. And we'll personally introduce you to top professionals, tax lawyers, business lawyers, accountants, immigration specialists, and of course, if you're curious, we can show you different real estate properties that fit your lifestyles and goals. The goal isn't to sell you anything during the trip. It's simply to give you clarity, to walk away knowing now I really get what Cyprus is all about. And I know whether this move is right or wrong for me as a person, right? This premium experience is priced individually, and we'll discuss the full itinerary once you're ready to come over. So the prices are changing all the time based on tourism, locations, and so on. But the goal is that you can experience everything in one trip and get all the answers in one shot. Let's quickly walk through the three ways that we can support people like you, whether it's just getting started or for some people if they are really ready to move. We have a few packages that might fit you. Package number one is introductory experience. This one is completely free. It's designed for people who are just exploring the idea. We'll open a short introductory call with you. We'll answer all your questions. And if you like, we'll connect you directly with the different professionals that we were talking about. But at that point, we are giving you the how-to, and you can do it yourself. This is 100% free. The second package is more structured. It will cost 3,000 euros, and it's a one-time fee. This package is for those who want clarity, confidence, and the custom plan. We'll sit with you, we'll understand what you need, and we are going to go over with all the professionals, and we are coming back to you with a solid plan based on your need. It might include financials, might include legal, might include real estate, whatever it is. We got your back, and we'll come back to you with a fully structured plan specific to your needs, and guide you through each part of the process with the personalized introductions. And at that point, you know exactly what's required based on your needs. Now, if you end up purchasing any property through one of our developers, we will receive a referral fee, as we said in the beginning of this webinar. And when that happens, we are going to refund you the 3,000 euros that you gave us. So you got all we did for free, okay? So that's package number two. For package number three, this is more a concierge type of experience. We are going to be on site with you in Cyprus. This is more hands-on. It's more premium offering for individuals and families who want a white glove type of a service. We coordinate everything for you. We'll be in the meetings with you. We'll do site visits, check documents, support local assistance, and whatever really you need. Some clients, we're renting cars from them and apartments, and we have a full itinerary for them based on their needs. So everyone's different. Whatever it's, whether it's if it's structuring, relocating, investments, will be by your side. And just like the previous package, if you purchase one or more properties through one of our trusted developers, we will refund you 3,000 euros. So whatever you paid us, 3,000 will be deducted from this amount. It's coming back to you. Now, a quick note before we finish, we only accept a limited number of clients into our packages. This ensures we maintain a high level of personal service. So this is something, if you're considering us, just let us know in advance so we can plan the timing, because we're not always available. Now we're running a little bit late. I won't be answering too many questions. I do see that some of the people submitted questions, and I will come back to them one by one. You can expect an answer personally from me for each one of your questions. I want to thank you for spending the time with me, and sorry that the boat is a little bit bumpy. I'm doing my best, and I hope you're doing too. Thank you very much, and hope to see you as one of our customers.